Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do a New York Times hard Sudoku dated June 17, 2025. Let's get into it. Hope you're having a great day. Alright, so my eyes have gone straight to the 1, so 1 can't be in that column, 1's here and 1's here. So that means that that's going to be a 1. That means that here can't be a 1, that can't be a 1, so that's a 1 there. We can see here that 1 can't be in the bottom row here because of this 1 and this 1, and it can't be there because of this 1. So we will make this a 1 and a 1. We can also see that I'm just looking at pairs at the moment. We can see a 2 and a 2 here, so 2 is going to be across here. Once again, 2 and 2, so 2 is going to be down here. One of them. We can also see that there's a 2 here and a 2 here, so let's work through that. That's going to be a 2 potentially there, and we will see what happens. So what's interesting to me here is the 3 and the 5. So the 3 and the 5 can't be in this column, the 3 and the 5 can't be in this row, so 3 and 5 is here, which means that in this column here will also be a 3 and a 5. Just don't know where. Once again, 5 can't be in this row, 5 can't be in this row, so 5 is here. Because of this 5 here, it's going to be here and here, and that's all I know. I'm going to work through this row here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see that 8 can either be here or here. 6 can be here or here. 7 and 9 can be here. Okay, so there's a bit of a mess. Actually, I'm going to go back here. So there's a 6 here, a 6 here. So they can't be, this is where the 6 can be in one of those two. 1, 2, 3. So what have we got? We've got 9 can be there or there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these can be a 4. 5, 6. So 6 can be up here or here. 7 and 9 can be in any of these at the moment. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 can only be in the top row, and that's because of this 3 here and this 3 here. 4, 5, 6. So 6 can be anywhere. 7 can be anywhere. 8 can be in the top and bottom rows, mainly because of that 8 there, and 9 can't be in this column, so these are going to be 9. Okay, so finishing off this, 2 can't be here, so 2 is in these, one of these two rows. 3's there, 4 can't be in that, so it's the same as the 2's. 4, 5 can only be in this row, and I've already done that. 6 can't be here, so it can only be in these 4 spots. 7 can only be in those 4 spots, mainly because of that 7 there. 8 can be here. Actually, I take that back, can't be in this row because of that 8 there. And 9 can be in this column and this column. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there, 6, 7. So 7 can only be on this side, so we clear that. That clears out those two 7's there, so that leaves the 7's as there. 8 can only be in those rows there, and that's because of that 8 there. By the way, that means that there is 8 up here because there's an 8 here and an 8 here. Okay, so 6, 8, 9. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. So that can be a 3, 4. So let's just quickly, the 4's can be there, so that's a 4. 4's there. 5 can be at these 3, so that's because of this 5 here and this 5 here. 6 can be only at the bottom, already done. 7, very exciting, can be in all spots. 8 cannot. 8 and 9 can be in the bottom 2 rows, but 9 can't be in this column. Oops, can't be in that column there, so that's a 9. Okay, so 1, 2, because of that 2 there. 3 is there. 4 can only be up this side, so 4 can be there, which means that can't be a 4. 5 is done. 6 is done. 7 can be up there. 8 is there, and 9. So 9 can be in those ones there. It can't be in that top row because of that. Okay, so 1, 2, so 1 can be here or here because it can't be in that one. It can't be in that one. 2's there. 3's we've done. 4. I have 4 can only be up that side, so 4 is there and there. So 4 can be in these 2 rows. 5 can be in these 2 rows. 6 can be in the outside row there and the outside row there, mainly because of that 6 there. 7 can only be in the top 2 rows because of this here. 8 is up this side, and 9 is across all of those because of that 9 there. So let's have a look. So, oh, interesting. Okay, so we've got a 1 and a 1 here, so that's 1 there. I'm trying to figure out why I made a decision. So 1 and 4 comes out of there, so that's all right. 1, 2, 3 can be in everything but where they are. 4, so that's a 5 because of that 5 there. What that means also is 5 can't be in this row. So 5 is going to be here and can only be in that row there. 6 looks like it can go everywhere. 7 there, and 8. Okay, so that's how that's played out. 1, 2. Okay, so 3 is here, here, and here, so that can the only place a 3 can go. So these 2 cannot be a 3, and in fact, this one here cannot be a 3. Okay, so 3 is there and there and there, and 3 is there and there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 can be in all of these. 5 can only be in this side, so 5's there, so this can't be a 5. So the only place a 5 can go is here, because that row's out, and this column is out, as is this column. Okay, so 5 is that one there, 5. Alright, so we'll go back to this. I'm assuming there's no room for a 6. 7's there, 8, same as the 6, and 9 can only be in these 2 spots here. So the reason being is it can't be in that row, can't be in that column. So that means that this can only be a 9, these can't be a 9. Okay, this is very busy. I don't feel like I've moved forward anywhere, but I do have a 3, 5, 3, 7, 3, 5 triples, so this can't be a 7, and this can't be a 7. What that's done is that's left me with this one as a 7 here. Okay, and that takes out that row for the 7, and it takes out that 7 there. Okay, so now I have 7 in the bottom row, because 7 can't be there because of that's there, so they can't be a 7. Alright. 6, 8, so 1, 4, 6, 7, 6, 8, 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, so there's nothing there. 2, 8, 2, 4, 8, 8, 9, so there's not a lot there. 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 9, 2, 4, so there's nothing there. I'm not seeing a 9. Oh yes I am, there's a 9, and there's a 9. Okay, so 9 can be here, and 9 can be there. Okay, so 1, what have we got? We've got 1 here, and we've got 1 down here, and 1 here. Okay, 2. So 2 can be down this column, 2 can be down this column and that, 2 is across here. That makes sense. 2 is there. 6, 7, 6, 7. All right, 3. So 3 can be the top there. 3 can be the top there, and 3 can be in all of these ones here. 3 can be there. Okay, that can't be a 5. So the reason that can't be a 5 is because I've called that as a pair, so that can't be a 5. 1 can be here or here. 6, 7, 9, 2, 4. Okay, so 6, 7, so yep. 7 can be here. 6, 8, 2, 8, 9. So 7 is across the bottom here. 7 is across all of those there. 7 is up there. Alright, 4. What do we got? So we've got 4 there and 1 there, so that makes sense. They're the only places, so 4 can be there or there. 4 can be in all of those, and 4 can be there. So 4, 8, 9, 2, 8, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 5. So 5 can be up this side. That makes sense. 5 can be down this side here, and 5 is one of these two here. So 5 is one of those two. 3 is everywhere, so that's no good to me. 6. So 6 is at the bottom here. 6 can be there. So 6 can be in these. 6 can be in those. 6 can be in these here. And 6 is right there. Okay, 7. 7 can be in this column. 7's in this row. 7's in all of these. 7 can be in these 3. 7 can be in those top 2 rows. And 7's there. 8, 9, 7, 9. Okay, 8. So 8 going to be down this side. 8 can be top and bottom. 8 can be top and bottom. 8 can be down both of these sides here. 8 can be in all of these here, except for that 1 and 4, and 8 can be in, okay, alright, and 9. So 9 can be in these 3, 9 can be in those 3, 9's everywhere, 9's in those, 9 will be, I'm interested in the 9 here, so the 9 is going to be up there, so that's a 9. 9 can be there, and 9 can be there. Okay, this is bleak at the moment. 2, 4, 6, 8, 7. So 7 is there, definitely. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's okay. 8, 9, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. So this has got 5 and 9 in it. So 5 and 9 there. 9 there. I'm probably going to cry when I find this. 1, 7, 2, 4, 9, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 6, 7, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 is at the top there. 3 is there. 3 is there. 3, 7, 9. 7, 9. 8, 8. 6, 7, 9. So 6 is there. 6 is there. 2, 7, 9. 2, 4, 7, 9. So 5 is up this row, as is 3. So 3 and 5 are there, and then that's right. This is bleak personified, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 7, 5. So 7 is going to be in that row there and that row there. 7 will be there. So this is 6, 7, 6, 8, 5. I'm really not seeing this. 2, 4, 2. Okay, so there's an 8 there and an 8 there. 8 can't be there, so that means that can't be an 8. Alright, so it's taken me a while. So this is 2, 4, so that can't be a 9. What that's done is given me a 9 can't be here. So 9 is going to be in this column here. Right, that can't be a 9. There, so 9's in the bottom row there. 2, 4, so this can't be 2. Okay, these can't be 2. So this is 1, 7, 9. So 9 can't be here. 2, 6, 8. So what have I got? So 9 can't be there. 2, 3, 8. 3, 5. 3, 7. So what did the 9s do? So 9 is there. That can't be a 9, so that's a 7. So this can't be a 7 or a 9, so that's 6. And that's got to be the 8. So that clears that out. So these two can't be 8. 6, 7, 3, 6, 3, 7. So that makes sense. 3, 7, 5, 3, 5. So 8 can't be in those two spots. So 8's going to be at the top up here. So that's an 8 over here. 8 here, 8 here. 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 7. So the 9 is there or there. 9 is up the top there. 7, that can't be a 7, so that's a 9. So we'll take out the 7, 9 here. We'll take out the 9 out of here, I think. And the 7. So that leaves me with 3, 4, 5. So this has got to be the 2. So what do we got? We can't have a 6. We can't have a 7. That leaves me a 4 and a 9. So that's a 9 there. That's a 4. So that can't be a 4. So that's a 2. That can't be a 2. So that's an 8. That can't be a 2 or an 8. So that's a 4. That can't be a 4. So that's a 2. Okay. We already know that the 2's can't be in here. 4, 6, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so that leaves me with 2 up this side, so they can't be a 2. Sorry, so 2 can only be in that spot there, so that's a 2. And have I? No, I haven't. I've got 2's here, so that can't be a 2, so that's a 4. That can't be a 4, so that's a 2, which means that's a 2 there, and that can't be a 2. Okay, so 3, 8, 3, 7, 6, 8, 3, 5. So 6 can only be there. I wonder if that's always been there. So this means that these can't be a 9. So that's 1, 7. These here can't be a 9. So what am I looking at? 9 can only be there. All right. And 9 can only be in that spot there. So we've got to clear out that, oops, we clear out that 9. So 5 is still up here, 1 and 4 is still there. 5 is here, 5 is here. 3, so because of this, they can't be neither of those can be a 3, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. I can't sort that out. So I've got 1. 1 can't be up here, so that's going to be a 1 there, which means that's got to be a 7. which means that this here can't have 7s in them. So the 7 can only be there. And now the 7 can be in these two spots here. But it can't be there. So that can't be a 7. 8 is there. 8 can't be in this column. 8 can only be in this column, which means that's the only spot an 8 can go. So that can't be an 8, so that's a 3. That can't be a 3. So that's a 7. That can't be a 3, so that's a 5. That can't be a 5, so that's a 3. That can't be a 3 or a 7 because of these two here, so that's a 5. We're down to, this can't be a 6, so this is going to be a 7. That can't be a 7, so that's a 3. These can't be a 7 or a 3, so that's 6 and 9, so they can't be 6. So that leaves the 6s here. This can't be a 7, so that's going to be the 6, and this will be the 3. That can't be a 3 up there. So that's 5, 8. This can't be a 3. So that's 5, 8. So that's going to be the 7 there. Okay. We've got a 7 up here somewhere. So that's going to be the 7. So that can't be a 7. That leaves this as 4, 6, 4, 6. So this is going to be 8, which makes sense. And this can't be a 6, so that's a 9. That'll make that a 6. 5, 8, 1, 4, 4, 6. 4, 6, 8. So you can't have an 8 there. Okay, so 8 and 8, 8 and 8 leaves that. So because of these, this can't be an 8, this can't be an 8, so 8 can only be in this row here. Because that's got a column of an 8, that's the 8 there. Okay, so this can't be an 8, so that's a 6. This can't be a 6 or an 8, so that's a 1. Leaving this to be a 4 because it can't be a 1. Which leaves this as a 1 because it can't be a 4. So the 4 comes out of there. The 4 comes out of here, so let's just clear the 4s out of there. We've got 3. That can't be a 3 there because of that there, so that's going to be a 5. That can't be a 5, so it's a 4. That can't be a 4 or a 5, so it's a 3. Because this is a 5 here, this has to be an 8. That leaves, that can't be an 8, so that's a 5. Then we get to here, this can't be an 8, so that's a 6. So this can't be a 6, so that's a 4. This can't be a 4, so that's a 6. I sound very repetitive, don't I? This can't be a 4 or a 6, so that's an 8. We now have the 5 in this column, so that's a 5. And to top it all off, that's a 4. All right, I was really worried there in this puzzle. I didn't think I was going to get anywhere. I thought, yep, this is the one that's going to beat me. But, you know, persistence pays off and just keep checking. And eventually we got there. And to be quite frank, I'm sitting here and I'm going to have to revisit the video because I can't remember how I did it. Anyway, hope you got something out of it. Seeing the stress on my face might have been one of it. Until next time, bye for now.